What is repurchase agreement? Example, there is party A and party B. Okay, there is entity A and entity B. Party A and party B. Example, party A, entity A sells a building or any plant machinery. Sells a building for example $1 million. Okay. In return, party B will pay consideration. So we can simply say party A is our seller entity, whereas party B is our buyer entity. Correct? Seller and buyer. Give me a quick thumbs up. Correct? Okay. Now, correct. Do you agree that party B has become new owner? Earlier, seller was the owner, but now, after buying, party B has become new owner of the asset. Now, have you ever seen any sales agreement in physical? Please tell me yes or no. Have you come across any sales agreement? Any sale agreement? Yes, good, Vijay, Bhavik, Ashwani. Have you seen any sales agreement? Super. Okay, any land, building, those are generally sold through sales agreement. Proper stamp paper is there. Then what happens? There, okay, the sale agreement is of 2-3 pages, not of just like this much. A small receipt is not there. Instead, it's a very long agreement. It might be of 2, 3, 4, 5 pages. Okay, maybe 2 to 4 pages. In this, I want to highlight that the name of seller, PAN number of seller, address of seller is given. Then the name of buyer, PAN number, their address details, etc. given. That this is the buyer, this is the seller, and then the asset which is being sold, at what amount it is being sold. All things are mentioned in the sales agreement. Give me quick thumbs up. Do you agree that seller's detail, buyer's detail, and the asset details are given, and at what price it has been, I would say, transferred from one party to another. Correct? Okay. Now, since it's a 4-page document, do you think that there can be many terms and condition in sales agreement? Tell me yes or no. If it's a 4-pager agreement, it might be possible that there are many terms and conditions. Example, just an example, if you are selling a residential property, then in terms and condition you will write it that there should be no commercial activities undertaken in this property. Give me a quick thumbs up to confirm yes or no. There can be multiple terms and conditions in the sales agreement. Okay, example, if you're selling a residential property, you might put up I would say a term and condition in the sales agreement that this property is completely residential and thereby you should not undertake any commercial activity. Or vice versa case, maybe it's a commercial property, you should not undertake any residential activity over here. So we are saying that while making a sale agreement, the buyer and seller can agree on any term and condition, and that will be stated in the sales agreement. Example, the buyer wants to use this asset. Example, or the seller says that I want to use this asset. It can be. On the other hand, maybe the seller has transferred the property, has given the control to party B, but says that maybe for protection purpose, maybe for, I would say, sympathy purpose, maybe for profit purpose, there can be any reason behind it. Maybe the seller, the party A, promises party B that do not worry, if market prices fall down, I will repurchase your asset. Example, in this, during this deal, party A promises, okay, example, promises to repurchase asset. maybe at end of 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, whatever, at certain amount. Okay, so this particular clause is known as repurchase agreement. Because of this repurchase clause, this entire agreement is known as repurchase agreement. Okay, now why will party A do this? There can be 2-3 reasons behind it. Firstly, maybe it has transferred building to party B, but in a way the party A, after 1 year or 2 year, has a vision to take it back and use it for some example farmhouse purpose, maybe use it for expansion of their business. Right now you needed money and therefore you have made a sale as a seller. Okay, you have made a sell. Okay, you have transferred, but your vision is to take it back after 2 years and use it maybe for constructing a farmhouse, maybe for constructing, I would say, or expanding your existing business. Give me a quick thumbs up. Can this happen? They have added a terms and condition. They have added a term and condition in the sales agreement that I promise to repurchase the asset, buy back the asset, maybe 2 years later at this and this amount. Maybe 2 years later at this and this amount. Correct? Now, example, if you are the seller, assume as if you are the seller and you have got $10 lakh, $1 million on sale, and you're saying that I promise to buy back this asset, and instead of 1 million, I will pay you 1.5 million. Please tell me, for your own existing asset, why will you be willing to pay extra amount? If you promise to repurchase the asset, okay, after 4 years at $1.5 million, or I would say $1.4 million, please tell me, for your own existing asset, why would you ever want to pay extra amount? Tell me yes or no. Do you get this situation? That in the terms and condition it has been written, I promise to repurchase asset after 4 years at $1.4 million. But if you are planning, if you want this asset, why are you not keeping it with yourself? I agree with the appreciation part. Definitely land and building are meant to appreciate their appreciating asset. But please tell me, if it's your asset, okay, if it is your asset already and you want appreciation, why are you not keeping it with yourself? Why are you transferring control? Why are you transferring control? So IFRS 15 says that in this case, it seems like party A wants immediate cash, and instead of reaching out to bank, they have approached another party. Instead of keeping the building as a mortgage, as a collateral, they have provided this building as a security, and in return 4 years later they will be paying along with interest. Okay, got it? So IFRS 15 says that maybe it looks like a sale, but we will pay more attention to the substance of the transaction. The sale will be recorded only and only when the control is transferred. When the original price is not more than, the repurchase price is not more than the original selling price. Okay, so for this there can be many circumstances. Let's read them. So under a repurchase agreement, an entity sells an asset and promises or has the option to repurchase it. Repurchase agreements are generally in 3 forms. First is forward contract. This means where the seller entity has an obligation to repurchase the asset. The seller entity is bound to repurchase the asset. Example, they have said, if the market prices will go down, do not worry, I will repurchase your asset. There can be any term and condition. The customer does not obtain control of the asset. even if the customer has physical possession. We can say that in a way, it has been transferred temporarily and the customer does not have control. If control is not transferred, we should not recognize it as sale. Second, call option, where seller entity has the right to repurchase the asset. Where seller entity has right to repurchase the asset, then in this case, the customer does not obtain control again, though it has physical possession. Last, put option, where buyer, customer has option, where entity has to repurchase, is bound to repurchase if it is requested by the customer. If customer has a choice. Okay, so there are two scenarios where where the seller has a choice, and in put option, buyer has a choice. Okay, this is Swati Gupta, Chartered Accountant.